you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Goth Kiss, hosted by me, your boy Adam.
And me, your girl Ashley.
I know it has been a minute. I think when I looked at the YouTube channel, it said it was 7 months now? 8 months?
We could have made it a year.
We could have made it to a year and then been like, hey everyone.
Just, hey, it's been a year. It's our year anniversary.
How have you guys been?
How's everybody gonna win? We're a whole year older.
I know. Well, I'm about to be in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, in a week. It's next week and there's the dog bark. You guys have missed.
It hasn't gone anywhere in 7 months. The dog has not died.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, she's still here.
She's still here.
She's still living and breathing.
So yeah, it's been a minute since we made a podcast episode. That's what this one is going to be about, is where we've been.
Mm-hmm.
So Ashley, would you like to go first?
Oh my goodness. Where have I been in 7 months? I would kind of like to say that I've been trying to not heal, but just keep my own peace a little bit. Mm-hmm. Because it's been way over 7 months, I was like, I just don't want to, last time I think, the last couple of podcasts, I was like, yeah, I'm out here living the best life, and, I'm single, and blah, 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 and I'm just like, I just want to lay back and chill. I want to be not bothered. But it's also, the season to just, relax, I think. I feel like summer's always super chaotic, and winter's, just a calm, kick back, enjoy the 3 days that it's minus 95 degrees here, because it's always so freaking hot here. So I feel like for 7 months I've just been working, maybe falling in love again. Who knows? Who knows? And then just working, just chilling. I've even hidden myself from Adam for a little bit because I was just so busy and I was tired, and I was like, I'll hit you up in a week, and then a week turned into 7 months.
No, for real.
So how have you been, Adam?
I've been tired.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same thing as you. Since the summer up until a month ago, I was working 6 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
I only had 1 day off. So that is the reason why we stopped doing the podcast. Well, we stopped doing it because that's when I had moved in with my ex. And then I ended up injuring myself. And then we went through the breakup. And then I started getting busy with work, and it was just, I just didn't have time to do the podcast, and I was so tired all the time. To have that 1 day off and then to have to come on the podcast and
just talk.
Yeah, and to find the energy just to talk. We would have been miserable on those
episodes.
We
would have. I mean, we probably sound miserable, but it's because we're just chilling. I feel like our energy right now is just at a low, but it's because we're vibing. Does that make sense? No, we're just calm right now. Well, also it's been 7 months. Yeah. So I feel like we need to warm ourselves up again, because we were being really good with being consistent.
We were.
And we were just laughing and just doing this, and now I'm it's been 7 whole months. I feel like this is a brand new thing for me again.
I was like, Ashley, when are we gonna do this?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, was hitting me up, and we heard the other day our podcast with somebody else, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, we had such fun times. But 2 things I realized. 1, I'm really loud. I'm so sorry, you guys. And 2, I never shut up. I feel like all I hear in the podcast is my voice. So this podcast, I'm gonna shut up.
You're like, I'm gonna try to hold back.
I'm just gonna not talk.
Because I'm so insecure now.
No, because I heard it on the TV, and the person was increasing.
Yeah, he did have it loud.
He was increasing the volume, and I felt like someone was stabbing me. It just felt like torture. I was like, oh my god, is that what I sound like? That's why I don't like listening to my own voice. It's terrible.
No, I mean, no, I think that's just how you feel, because even he liked it, and then we always get compliments about how well we work with the podcast, how there's that connection between me and you. We
do, because some people are like, oh, it would be so easy to have a podcast, or they're like, oh, I had somebody ask me, they're like, oh, if you still do your podcast, why don't other people join? I'm like, because we can have other people join, but the thing is, the synchronicity of it doesn't match anymore. It's just weird, not weird in a bad way, it's just weird in a not a cohesive way. So that's why we never have anybody on here,
because there's a lot of people that don't really know how to carry on a conversation.
They'll just stop talking, and I'm like, I need keep going.
Or they don't understand our humor or just how we are in general.
That is true.
So there could be those moments of where it can be awkward, because I remember with the old podcast when you weren't a part of it anymore, because I think you were sick. I started having guests, and it just it didn't feel the same. I was like, I hate
this. Didn't you just delete it anyway?
Yeah, I did. I deleted all of them.
Yeah, I remember because you told me you were like, oh, I'm going to have so-and-so on the podcast. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like, I wasn't, like, offended. Like, I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I can't make it. And then, like, when you told me that you were going to upload it, I think I heard, like, 30 minutes of it. And I was like, dude, this is chaotic in such a bad way. Yeah. And there was, like, awkward silences where you were trying to keep a conversation. And there was multiple people. And they just couldn't keep up with the convo. Yeah. So I was like, oh... Take this down right now.
Take this down right now. Yeah, and I did. I did like maybe 3 or 4 episodes with other people, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. It's just like
they don't know how to keep up a conversation.
No, yeah. And it's just like I'm not gonna be like it's just not me and you, but it was just not me and you.
Yeah, it was just not me and you.
I feel like both of us being together, like it just flows cohesively. Because like next thing we notice, like we're talking for an hour, we're like, okay, we're gonna stop the podcast.
I have to end it right here.
I just like, you know what? This is already we've been taping for 4 hours, guys. We gotta go.
Because me and you could yap for hours.
We really could. And the funny part is after so many years. We still don't know how to shut up. Like, there's not a moment when we're not talking. Like, I feel like that's what I like about our friendship, that we always find something to talk about, no matter what. Like, so I'm like, I feel like that's why our energy goes so great into the podcast, because we continue to flow just forever. And I feel like that's how we're always going to be, no matter what. Yeah. So
even when there's, like, months in between of us not seeing each other. Because of work. Because, oh my God, dude, I was so tired.
No, I know.
Like, and then I agree with everything you were saying earlier, that, like, even when you come to my house to get your nails done, like, you're not as talkative when you're, like, in the room with my mom and your mom. And then I come downstairs, and it's just, like I'm like, hey. And then that's when the chaos starts.
Yeah. Like, because I get my nails done monthly, like, once a month or once every 3 weeks, just depending on how I'm feeling, with Adam's mom, who's my nail tech. She's been my nail tech for a couple years now. And, like, I go there, and I love Adam's mom. Don't get me wrong. I love her. Shout out to her. But the thing is, like, it's, you know, it's, like, my mom and her and then me. It's, like, older ladies just talking about, like, marriage and kids. And I'm not married. I don't got any kids. I'm just, like, I have no input whatsoever. I was just, like, I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I'm just chilling. So then when Adam comes downstairs, I'm like, immediately, I'm like, oh my God, thank God.
You're saving me.
Yeah, like, you're saving me. But sometimes, like, and I'm like, oh, where's Adam? And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I said your mom's name.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I was like,
I'll bleep it out.
Okay, I was like, I just noticed that I said her name. I was like, I'll ask her, I'm like, where's Adam? And she'll be like, oh, he went out and this and that. And then I'll text Adam and be like, wow, thanks for the invite. And then Adam will text me back, excuse me, I invite you every time and you say no. And I'm like, that's not the point here. The point is, this time you didn't invite me.
The point is, you're calling me out.
Exactly, because I'm like, I come almost every Friday, and I'm just like, you didn't even send me an invite. I mean, I will be at my nail tech, but still.
But still, just the invite.
No, just the invite. It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. I'm so sorry.
I try, though.
To what?
To try to hang out, like, outside. Because I just don't like to leave my house.
I know, yeah.
Or, like, I'm working. Like, I would love to go out more often. But also, I'm, like, I'm thinking about waking up at 7 in the morning. And then I'm having to go to work for 9 hours, basically. Yeah. And then come back home to stay awake for 4 hours to go to sleep. Like, I'm just like, that sounds draining even before the day begins. No, so I'm just real, like, no.
No, I get it. Because
no.
I work the morning shifts too, so yeah, it is harder to go out and then, like, you have to pay, especially when we go to, like, the boozy bingo thing. It's like, you have to pace yourself, and then it's like, we have to wake up early in the morning the next day. Even though I'm off the very next day, but I have to take into consideration you or, like another friend that I would take.
Especially because I don't drive either. So poor Adam has to drive all the way from his house, all the way over here to pick me up, and then drive us around, and then he had to drop me off, and then go all the way back to his house.
I don't mind it, because I love driving.
Oh, no, I feel so bad. I'm just
and then, like, I love having the windows down and, like, blasting my music.
Just Lana Del Rey in the background.
Oh, yeah, for real. I've been replaying Ultraviolence and just, like, crying in my car.
Oh, because it's what's hitting the best right now.
No, for real.
It hits a little too close to comfort right now. And I forget that we deleted that one episode from, like, certain events from a certain person. So, like, they also we have a huge gap in our timeline.
I think we should talk about that.
Do you want to talk about it?
Should we?
I mean, well, should we talk about, like, we were getting almost sued?
Yeah.
So, controversial, we were gonna get sued for that last episode,
Yeah.
and technically there was no grounds for us to be sued,
Mm-hmm.
but for just, you know, for peace of mind, we deleted it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like, again, like if you want to, we could definitely talk about it, because there's, like, really nothing to worry, like, there's really nothing to worry about. This person is, like, insane for no reason.
Exactly. So... So for those of you guys that remember, after my breakup, we made a podcast episode titled Why We Broke Up. And it was about, obviously, my relationship. We had it up for like a month or so, until my ex had texted me telling me that his ex had listened to it and his ex was telling him everything about it. And how, like...
It's hysterical now, but we were like, what is going on in the moment? I know,
in that moment, I was like, okay.
Anyway.
So, because I'm getting lost in my words. Because it's so much,
that
happened, yeah. So, he didn't listen to the podcast, but his ex was telling him everything about what we said on that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had threatened to sue me for defamation of character. And then because... I violated HIPAA because I put something out. If you guys didn't listen to it, then you didn't listen to it.
You missed out.
Yeah.
Because we will not be repeating some things.
Yeah, we will not be repeating some things. But he wanted to sue me for that, for defamation of character, and then for violating HIPAA because I put something out there. For the HIPAA thing, I was like, okay, maybe they can get me for that. I was like, maybe. I was like, but... You are the medical assistant who doesn't disclose that information when you're hooking up with people, so...
And what I was telling Adam is, like, I worked in the medical field for a little bit, literally, like, 5 days. It was a little bit more than 5 days, but for you to violate a HIPAA violation, you have to be a nurse, a doctor, or something around those lines that you handle people's information like that. Neither me or Adam work in the medical field now, and he was never our patient because we don't work in the medical field. We don't take care of him. Like, I was saying to Adam, like, some of these things could be, like, known as, like, for example, like, back then, like, when COVID wasn't, like, what was a big thing, and you coughed on somebody when you had COVID, that could be considered bioterrorism.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what we are doing has nothing, or, like, we're not doing anything wrong. I'm just like, if you feel like you're being, like, attacked or something, it's because you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
I'm like, we're literally not doing anything, but we did, with that episode, like, nothing was held back. And he was just upsetty spaghetti, and we love a fan. So if the ex is still listening to us, hi, ex.
Hi.
Like, hi, I hope you're happy with whatever happened with that man, because clearly you weren't happy with him, that you're not his partner anymore. Exactly. So just... I'm still a little sensitive about it because I'm just like, I hate how much this person had an effect on both of our lives. I'm like, I wasn't even dating him, and somehow I ended up almost getting sued. Yeah. So it pisses me off. Like,
no, I get it.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, okay, sorry, we got interrupted. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So, no, I get it. You were upset about it. I was too, because when he wanted to sue me about it, I was fine with it because I was like, all right, whatever. But then the minute he brought you into it, that's when I brought his people into it. I was like, Be
like, oh, well, because here's the thing. The reason why he didn't like me is because he knew that I didn't like him. That's why he wanted to bring me down with him. Because from the moment that we met each other, we didn't connect at all. Like, you went into... Where did you go? Like, you disappeared for a second, and we were outside together. He was grabbing a drink at the bar, because we're in Vegas, obviously. So, he's grabbing a drink at the bar outside, and he's grabbing a drink, right? I'm still not 21, but still, like, I didn't want to really be near him. So, I literally stood... like, maybe 30 feet away from him. And then he was like, waving me down. And I was like, no, like, I'll stay right here. And then he's like, no, you can, like, he's like, you could, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, oh, we should be, like close to each other because, we don't want you to get lost or whatever. And I was thinking in my mind, I was like, bro, I really rather get kidnapped right now. I was just not feeling it. I was like, okay, I guess you're right. Like, it was, like, nighttime or whatever. And I was like, girl, ain't nobody gonna take me anyway. It's gonna take, like, 10 people to
drive me to the truck.
So, like, from there on out, I feel like he knew that I just didn't like him. Like, just...
Probably, yeah.
There was just, like, bad vibes between us. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like me and Adam are pretty good at reading people. And because Adam was in love, I feel like it blinded him. But I was not in love. So I was like, yeah, I don't like you.
No, I know. And then going back to, like, the HIPAA thing, I spoke to two of my other friends about it because they were asking about the podcast. And they both work in the medical field, too. And they both had said the same thing where they were like, he can't sue you for that because you don't work as a, as a provider or anything.
No.
One of them was like, he's an idiot. How is he an MA and he doesn't know this?
No, literally, like, and I feel like also it applies to HIPAA if you treated him as a patient and you've seen his files. Yeah, I feel like even if you were in the medical field, if you didn't treat him, I feel like that still doesn't count as a HIPAA violation because he wasn't your patient.
I feel like if you did work, I think they can still get you kind of because like even like me when I was working as a front desk at a clinic, I could still get in trouble for that.
Well, because you see people's information.
Yeah, because I'm handling stuff like that.
I mean, with us, we don't have HIPAA violations, but we have, like, obviously, like, because I work at a call center, I have people's phone numbers, whatever, and whatnot. You get in trouble for information that shouldn't be released anywhere. Yeah. But again, we're not medical assistants. We literally, housekeeper, scheduling appointments. Like, what can I do to you?
I was like, I work in hospitality, not in a hospital.
I work in service for her car dealership. Yes, please sue me.
Please sue me.
Can you imagine getting that? Like, I was so ready for somebody to come down here and knock at our door and be like, "Here, you've been served." And I was
too.
That in their face.
I was ready, but because of that, I've been lawyered up.
Oh, I don't have a lawyer. My lawyer is my left hand and my right hand. They speak for me. They speak for me.
No, I've been lawyered up.
No.
And like with the whole defamation of character, he couldn't have gotten me for that either because I had screenshots of everything.
Of everything?
Everything I talked about in the podcast, I had screenshots of all of that.
I think that's funny that they can be like, oh, defamation of character, baby. I've seen you. I've seen your character.
Exactly. Okay, that's what I need to talk about because that was the thing that really threw me off was that like, after he said he wanted to sue me for defamation of character, he texted me something where I was like, do you not see that this is how you act? Because after he said he wanted to sue me for that, he was like, I hate that I fell in love with you. And I was like, if this is your idea of love, your perception of that is so skewed. Like, it's...
That's crazy that he thought that was love because I feel like there was way more bad than good.
Yeah, no, after a while, yeah. And then I was like, how do you think I feel, dude? I was like, the fact that I was the one that fell in love with you, but you wanted me to be okay with the abuse and all of that. And that's when he texted me back and he was like, oh, well, you knew about my drinking and my anger, so don't act brand new. And I was like, but you want to sue me for defamation of character.
And I guarantee you that if you were like that with him, like, let's say you were if you were an abusive drunk, he would have called the cops on you. Exactly. He would have been like, oh, bye-bye, jail time for you. He would have not put up with the behavior. When you start mirroring somebody's personality that's really toxic, they apparently don't like it. And I'm just like, I'm just doing what you're doing.
I'm just matching your energy,
I'm
babe.
just literally, I'm your mirror right now. So why are you getting angry? And I feel like when you started standing up for yourself, like he was standing up for himself, he was like, oh no, baby, this is not going to happen. Yeah. Like, and guys, I wish you were there at the moment when we read some of these screenshots of like the text messages that he was saying to you, like, give you back the keys or whatever. Oh, yeah. Like, why would I give you keys? I'm gonna go to a leasing office and hand them over these house keys. Like, why would I go to you and hand you these keys?
Yeah, you guys, if you guys were to see those messages towards the end when he started to lose,
he was losing it.
Yeah, he was losing it. When he already lost the car, he got it repoed, and then he lost the apartment eventually. It was one text message after the other of him going off on me, like calling me names and cussing me out, and like he would always start it off with like, oh, like, you're over there talking shit on your podcast and on your Twitter. And I was like, so you're stalking my socials.
So you're obsessed, babe.
Exactly. I was like, I have you blocked on Instagram. I have you blocked on TikTok. I was like, where I don't have you blocked is on Twitter because I barely go on there. I was like, but you're keeping tabs on me. I was like, how do you know that I'm saying stuff? I was like, I'm not even paying attention to what you're doing, and you're over here watching me.
Literally, like, you never, like, I can honestly say that you've never been like, oh, look at what my ex is doing. Like, you never once mentioned that you were looking at his page because we don't care. Like,
yeah, because I didn't care after a while.
So, and he was like, oh, well, this and that, and I'm seeing this, and your little friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh? I was like, but you wouldn't say that to my face.
I was like, oh, you're losing your mind.
Yeah, he was starting to get real bold, and both, me and one of Adam's friends, we were both saying, like, these hands are rated E for everybody. Like, we know where you live, homie. Like, you don't know where I live. I'm not saying that I would cause bodily harm, but I'm just saying, like, things happen. People trip. Houses catch on fire.
Oh my god. No, he's not even worth doing all that.
No, he's not. That's the funny part.
Not,
like,
yeah.
I feel like he's an all talk kind of guy too, which he was, because he said all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Literally nothing ever happened, and the worst things happened to him.
So... Oh, dude, I know. Should we talk about that too? Oh my god. There's so much, because that's what happened throughout these entire months, you guys, of us not doing the podcast, was a lot of me having to deal with my ex.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that too.
More yeah, because I was so like I was over it after a while. Like, I didn't want to be bothered with it, but he was the one that was like, okay, sorry, we got interrupted again. But yeah, it was just me having to deal a lot with him, because he was texting me nonstop, and then when he first lost it, because I only kept his number because of that. Because I needed... oh my god, sorry. Because I knew that he was going to text me... Because I knew eventually he was going to lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew it. So that's the only reason why I kept his number, because I was like, he's going to text me something I already know. I already know how much of a psycho he is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Literally a freaking psycho.
I was on my way to my second job when he sent me the first message, and he was like, oh, they took the car Pookie. And that's what he said, and I was like...
Oh, yeah, and I was like, oh, God. That one movie where it's just like, Pookie, more like Pukey.
Oh yeah,
from 13 going to 30. Yeah, it was like Pookie, more like Pukey. Oh yeah, no, that man lost his, and like we have not run into him, which is funny because apparently he lives in the streets now. So.
Yeah, so a month ago, I think,
mm-hmm.
I went on a date with this one guy that we were mutuals for a second, like for like a minute we were just mutuals. And I always had a crush on him, so
mm-hmm.
How do you say it? Like, yo le eché los perros.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I was the one that hit him up.
So you slid in those DMs?
Yeah, okay. I slid in his DMs, because I was like, I need you.
Religiously. Vigorously.
Oh my god.
And now.
Intensely.
The verbs are verbing right
now.
I don't even know if those are verbs, but the verbs are verbing.
There's something.
The words are wording.
But yeah, I hit him up, and then we went on a date, and I guess they used to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he ended up telling me, where he was like, oh yeah, like, he posted on his IG story, my ex, that, oh yeah, like, I had like a really bad 30th birthday because I got my phone stolen, but I guess he has it back.
Mm-hmm.
And that he's homeless, and that he lost his car and his home, and he can't sabe qué. And that he, trigger warning for anybody else but him. But I guess during his 30th birthday, he tried to off himself. Mm-hmm. And I guess his friend found out, and they 5150'd him. And as far as I know from that moment, all I know about that situation is that they threw him like in the ward, mm-hmm. and he was on suicide watch. But because I don't talk to that guy anymore, because he gave me so many icks,
mm-hmm.
Which sucks, because I wasted... Oh, I look so cute that day.
No. The outfit was outfitting that day.
Yeah, I wasted such a cute outfit on that man, and I took him off of Instagram and everything. Like, we don't talk anymore.
Dang, I was about to say, hit him up and be like, hey,
I want to, because I'm genuinely curious about, like, the tea, because to me it's so funny how, like...
We're just nosy.
Just because, like, for me it was funny just like how karma worked, where it was like, you treated me so badly and you swore something was going to happen to me because of the podcast. I was like, but look at where you ended up.
Literally, we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're perfect. We're actually great now. And, like, because during those moments, we were, like, I feel like it was also stressful for everything. Because,
mm-hmm.
Having to move out of that place and, like, not knowing what was going to happen.
Mm.
And then, like, just him being threatening and weird. Like, it was just stressful for everybody involved.
Yeah.
And so we were just like, okay. Like, I feel like that's also why we took a big step back. Because I was like, we just need a breather from everything. Like, nothing was going right at the moment. Yeah. And now everything just aligned itself. We literally didn't do a single thing. Because this man might want have his ex listen to us. We didn't do no witchcraft. Well, I didn't put anything out there. Literally never thought about you.
Uh-huh.
And that's what happened to you. That's just karma, babe. That tells you that you need to switch your life around.
No, honestly. And I thought about doing, like,
brujeria
on him. But there was something in me that was like, nah, like leave it up to the universe. And I was like, you know what? I was like, this time I'm gonna listen, and I did. And then this all of this happened, and I was like, yup.
I'm just waiting.
Yup.
Yup. What I'm waiting for is, I hate to say it, but exes always come back, no matter what. So he technically didn't go no contact with you when you guys broke up. So my theory is when he gets his life together just slightly, he'll text you and either be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about everything," or he'll be like, "Well, I'm doing so much better without you. Just wait, give it some time."
I feel that too, and
that's what happens.
I never said anything because I was like, is it my ego talking where like he's gonna want to come back or whatever it may be? But I like, I don't know why there's something deep in me that's like waiting for one of his texts. And like for people that know, I'm very in tune with like my intuition. So there's something in me that's telling me that like one day I'm gonna hear from him. Yeah,
and it might not be this month, this year, maybe next year, because they wait. Literally, like my ex, 2 years later, basically, and he's like, "Hey, it was good," and he's just like,
"What's poppin'?"
Like, babe, it's been 2 years almost, or whatever. I'm just like, it's okay, just leave it alone, move on, just go. But they always come back, no matter what. They always come back. They always miss something.
And then it's like, and if you have to text me that you're better off without me, that's how I know you're not.
You're not, because you have to.
Because if you have to text me to get that reassurance, babe, your life is still in the shitter.
I just know it's not okay.
I just know it's not okay.
And like, hopefully, like, he doesn't ever bother you, but most likely he will. But if he doesn't ever bother you, I honestly don't wish him the best.
Oh, I don't.
But I wish him to just realize a little bit how slightly insane he is. Just a little bit. I want somebody to treat him how he treated you, so he can realize what happened.
I mean, I don't know, because he's had relationships like that.
Toxic?
Yeah, where it's been like that, like abusive and all that, but he still acts the same. So
no.
I don't know. And it was like, I get what you're saying, because that's the same conversation I had with my mom, where I was like, I only have a certain amount of sympathy for him, because when I saw those text messages that he was sending me and all the stuff that he's doing, it's just like, damn, dude, it's like, you really are that broken.
Yeah.
Like, you really are that damaged. And the fact that you're 30 years old already, but you're choosing to be complacent and not fix anything about yourself, I was like, that's where my sympathy ends. Because you know where your trauma stems from. You know where your behavior stems from, which is your trauma. I'm like, but you don't want to do anything about it. So that's as far as my sympathy goes.
Oh, I never had any sympathy. Literally never had
No, because I get it. Because it was the last text message that he sent me, which I'm not going to post them. No, that was me.
Somebody opening the door again.
I hit this.
Oh, okay.
But the last text message that he sent me, where he was like, "Oh, like all the bullshit you tell yourself, like, oh, it's the cherry on top that you think that I lost a car in the house on purpose, y quién sabe qué," or that he lost it on purpose, only to find out that his life was going to that much shit. It's like, do you have that much of an ego that you needed to feed your own and text me like that?
Yes, because being homeless is a stand.
No.
There's nothing to stand on. Literally.
No, there's nothing to stand on.
Maybe you're not even a car homeless. You just you homeless.
And that's the thing I was thinking about. I was like, okay, you losing the apartment is one thing. I was like, but the car, dude. I was like, you needed that.
Yeah, he said that he like left it somewhere, right? Like.
No, he was still driving it around, but I don't think he wasn't making any payments on it. And then they eventually ended up having to repo it. But what I was thinking, I was like, where we lived, which is around where I live, and he lived where we lived, and where he worked was a 40-minute drive, because he worked in Henderson. And it was like, dude, like, you needed that car. Like, how are you gonna get to work now? I'm like, put the anger aside, put your ego aside, put your pride aside. Okay, you may have lost the apartment, but you needed that car. I was like, you could have been sleeping in your car right now, but you decided to lose it because you're an idiot.
No, literally, like, he could have saved the money. Like, fine, you know what? Return the keys. Don't make any more payments on that house. Start putting some payments on the car. You could still be in the car. Like,
you didn't have to be all the way homeless.
No, and like, didn't he work in like a casino or some stuff like that?
That was his first job, but he worked in the hospital.
Oh, well, they got showers there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm like, not even to try to be funny. You can be resourceful. You work in a hospital. You literally have medicine there already, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're an employee there. You have showers there. Don't they feed you in a cafeteria?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sir, a lot of things could have happened before you turned homeless. So, like, you putting that blame on, like, well, he didn't tell you that he went homeless, but, like, just letting all that happen for you to be homeless is kind of insane.
Exactly.
Like, you really, really just have so much hatred in your heart.
I know, and so much pride too.
It's so much pride that you really want to be homeless instead of...
And then it's like, what is that gonna do to me? Okay, you may have ruined my credit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, where did I get you? On the streets?
Yeah.
Do you feel accomplished?
And even though, like, let's say your credit is ruined, you got a house, you got a car,
Mm-hmm.
you're fine. You're literally doing fine. So, like, the excuses are not there. That's why I won't feel any sympathy if he says, like, oh, well, I just didn't have any help. Okay. Neither does Adam. And, like, like, you're doing fine all by yourself.
For real, I'm paying, everything's under my name. I pay everything on my own.
Exactly. So, no. That's why I'm like, I can't have any sympathy for me. Like, there were so many things that could have gone before that end payment. You just gave up.
No, exactly. And that's where, yeah, a lot of my sympathy went away, because it's like, you want me to feel bad over what happened, but then it's like, you could have been in a very happy and healthy relationship, but yet you didn't want to stop doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me, it may sound messed up, but that's what makes me laugh about everything that he's going through now, because it's like, was it worth it? I'm like, you wanted to speak to all these men. I was like, as far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
they haven't offered you any, like, sanctuary or
Mm-hmm.
safety. I'm like, so was it worth it? I was like, because the minute that you lost everything, it didn't seem like they wanted to fuck with you anymore.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That's all I say.
No.
You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife.
No, honestly.
That hoe was not retired.
It wasn't.
He's like, just sadly, and I was just about to say that, like, all these people that you were messaging, all these people that you say you were so cool with, or your ex, that being Snoopy,
Mm-hmm.
why are you homeless?
Exactly.
Why are you opening your mouth? Just stop talking.
For
It always just pisses me off.
No, yeah, because it's like, do you have that much of an ego that you really feel like you won in the end?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it wasn't even about that, like, winning. I wanted to just like relinquish myself from him and not deal with him.
I guarantee he probably thinks he did win too. He's
Probably.
like, yeah, I'm homeless.
He's like, yeah, I ruined his credit.
Yeah, I did that.
And it's like, okay.
It's like, wow, congratulations. Anyway.
I don't know, but you know.
That was beautiful. That was such a beautiful rant.
I know. I needed that, dude.
But hey, like, we just wanted to, like, keep it honest. Honestly, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what's been, like, because I feel like, yeah, sure, work has been there, but honestly, work and, like, people, aka that person, literally nothing else has happened with people except for that.
What person?
Your ex.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what person?
Your ex, like, literally, I feel like our peace was protected until your ex came along, and then your ex just came along, and of course, like, for all those months, it was just, like, constantly just, like, boom, boom, boom.
Me getting one text after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Him calling me a dumb cunt.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're just a pretty cunt. He's just mad.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I was talking to my friend about that, where I was like, when I read that message, I was like, you kind of ate me up with that one. I was like, when I read that message, I was like,
Wow.
damn, you're upset.
You're like, I stood up and applauded.
Yeah, no, for real. I was like, you are upset.
Upsetty spaghetti.
I was like, chat, he kind of got me with that one.
He ate with that one.
He ate with that one. I was
okay,
like, damn.
points to Gryffindor. Wait, wasn't he like Slytherin or something?
I think he was Ravenclaw.
Oh, man.
Or he was something. I can't remember.
Ravenclaw is supposed to, like, off topic. Ravenclaw is known for being smart and vigilant. Or maybe there was something smart and vigilant there.
About him.
He was definitely a hippogriff. That's
Oh my god.
just like just a magical creature.
No, but yeah, that text didn't affect me where, like, it hurt my feelings, but I was just like,
Wow.
God damn. Because obviously anybody that calls you, like, a dumb cunt, like, it's gonna hit you like, like, damn.
Not really.
Like, you're upset.
I would have been like, damn, dumb? Excuse me. Be like, smart, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
No, I don't feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe because I've never been called that before.
Maybe that's why, because that was the first time someone called me that, and I was like, damn.
You were like, oh my god.
I was like,
I didn't
okay.
even, like, know that people use that, like, as as like a thing to say. Like, why would that be your first thing to just dumb cunt?
You dumb cunt. And I was like, okay.
Bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Well.
But yeah, that was our little update.
But we're doing great now.
We're doing great. And
already. Well, I feel like it... Oh my god, I
What?
completely lost my train of thought.
What were you gonna say?
I don't even know. Wow, that's so sad. Okay, anyway. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
I was gonna say something and I completely lost my train of thought.
Oops.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, that was our little update.
Okay.
Of where we've been. We're gonna try and be consistent with the podcast. I don't know how that's gonna be. I know I haven't been consistent with my own either. Like, I think it's been like a month or two since I uploaded something.
Really? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I don't think I watched the last episode. I watched the last episode.
Yeah, I've been really bad with it.
Yeah, I was trying to think of when that one was. The math wasn't mathing in my head.
Yeah. But we're gonna try to be consistent. Are we? Probably not.
Probably not.
Who knows?
But we'll try.
Because every time me and Ashley hang out, like, we
hang out.
and like we put the podcast on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we made money off of this, hell yeah, I'd be like, come on, Ashley.
Oh,
we have to
if
do
we
this.
made money off of this, I would do this every day. I could yap every
Okay,
day.
yeah. But since we don't, I'm just like, it gets like put on the back burner.
Yeah, it's just like, it's something that we just do as a hobby,
Mhm.
let's say.
As
A hobby that nobody knows about.
a hobby,
Adam.
a hobby that gets us sued.
Yeah. I love that for us. Well, if you want to sue us, go for it.
I mean, go for it. I still have all the screenshots. I never deleted anything.
I'm just saying that in general. If you want to come sue me, sue me. I got my lawyer now.
I got everything. I got my ducks in the room.
Sue me for defamation, please.
For real.
I'm gonna sue you for defamation.
I know. Before we get any deeper into that, because there's so much I want to say, but at the same time, I just don't want to risk it.
I know, me too. I'm like, you know what? I'm not. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm just because it makes me angry. Like, I literally have my fist in my pocket right now. That's how angry I am. But
because it's just, I don't know. To me, it's just insane how somebody could be that way.
But yeah. No, I just like, you'd think that it wouldn't happen to somebody that you know, because you hear about it all the time. Like, wow, that couldn't be me.
Then it ends up being you.
Then it ends up being you. I mean, not me, but
it was me.
But I don't know, maybe. I mean, I put up a lot with my ex too. So when you really think that you're in love, or you feel like you're in love with somebody, you put aside so many things.
Yeah.
Like, so many things that you look at it and you take a step back once you're like over it, and you're like, God damn, I was stupid. So like, it's over with now. It's done with. We move on.
Yeah, it's a learning curve.
It's a learning curve. We laugh about it, clearly, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be sleeping in my bed tonight.
Exactly. And then,
can't say that for a lot of other people.
not only my bed, but in my new bed.
In my new camita.
Yeah, in my new camita. That's so soft.
No, I gotta go try it out.
Stupid.
Go take a nap right now.
Oh my god. Alright, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for being patient with us and keeping up with us. Can't promise consistency, but these episodes will come when they come.
Yeah, just like me.
For real. No, it's been a minute.
For real.
I have not done anything since I left him.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's a lie. I did hook up with that one guy.
The one from the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you want to put that in there. Sorry. I didn't know if you listen to your podcast.
I don't think he does. And I mean, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
I was supposed to go out with him today to the bar thing.
Today?
Yeah, to the bar thing.
I thought you didn't like him.
He wants to hang out and be friends, and I was like, I'll be your friend. I was like, but if you start acting weird again, I was like, I'm dropping your ass.
Why didn't you go today then? Oh, well, that's a conversation for outside of the podcast.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Anyway.
Okay, you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Deuces.